It's, it's a journey in how we got here, in that we had originally planned to move to Portugal, and we had sold everything, our cars, all our furniture, everything. We each had 2 suitcases and our little dog. And COVID was at the early stages then. And we kept thinking, well, it'll just go away. And then it kept getting worse. Portugal closed down. We had already rented a house there. And we had our permits ready to go. And so we started staying in Airbnbs. And one of them happened to be in Chestertown. And we loved the little town. It's perfect for us, especially since we wanted to live downtown. Again, COVID just kept going on, so we decided to buy a house over on Church Alley and restore it, live in it. And then after doing that, we thought, this is such a great town, and if we do get COVID, we'd prefer being in the States rather than in Portugal. So we decided to stay. And then as far as the shop goes, I've retired several times. No one ever really retires, they just reinvent themselves. We had cheese shops, wine shops, galleries in the past, all of which Chestertown has. I was interested in the creative side of chocolate, and I thought, well, maybe now would be a good time. So started taking chocolate classes as far as the tempering and the melting and the molding and the pouring, and it's fascinating what you can do with chocolate. Then I found this retail space, and yeah, the rest is history. We're extremely happy here. We had looked in Easton. Easton to us seemed a little bit more like a suburb of Washington, D.C. Chestertown seems to be a whole community, and not only that, but when I read the demographics that a fairly large percentage happened to be over the age of 50, I thought that we would fit in nicely.
Do you make most of the chocolate this year?
So that was the intent. Definitely that was the intent. However, it's been so busy that as far as getting me back to my chocolate room and tempering chocolate and molding it, everything that I made initially for the shop has long since sold out. So we really need to use outside sources. Besides, my love is not in making 300 different types of truffles and chocolate delights, because that becomes a repetitive process. I like the education, the learning, the challenging of doing new things. So I kind of see our focus, my focus, going more towards custom work, possibly doing things for River Arts, the college, downtown Chestertown, things that we can mold for them that will be customized with their logo on. I tremendously underestimated the market, tremendously. And not only that, but we didn't get open until December 1st, so we didn't even have a chance to, train staff working with customers, and the health department gave us final clearance at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We were open at 2:30 on December the 1st, and by that weekend, which happened to be the Dickens weekend, one of the busiest of the year, as I found out, we were completely out of fudge that we do make here. We were completely out of all of the things that I make. We were out of a lot of packaging. We were out of bags. We were out of change. We're getting accustomed to the flow now. I know December is a big month, and things will taper off in January. So, I don't need to state the obvious. Chestertown is an incredible town. The people have been so welcoming and so patient with me and so nice. And we made mistakes in the beginning, again, with an untrained staff. And they were just incredibly patient, especially the first weekend when we had a line going down the block outside, because I didn't want more than 10 people inside just for distancing, and they respected that. We had a line at checkout, we had a line at the fudge department, and that was great. And we were running around as fast as we could. There were only 2 of us, and people did not get impatient.